going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC and another edition of TNFNU. So, it's been kind of a crazy week, as usual. I've been very busy. I can't believe another week has gone by. That's kind of crazy. But things have been kind of slow on the YouTube front. I am now at 2,181 subs at the time that I'm filming this. And growth has kind of slowed down. So has my views here on YouTube. Even posting some shorts and some of my live streams haven't been getting the numbers that I normally get. I don't know why that is. And I have said before that I need to stop going crazy and thinking about it. I just need to post it and move on. Because I know the people that are subbed to the channel, many of you are faithful followers and faithful watchers of the channel, and you stay up to date with the things that are going on the channel. What I love about that is I said before that I'm trying to tell a story sometimes with my video, especially with some of the build along stuff. I want to take you on the journey with me through the building of these materials. And I try not to get too teachy when I'm doing it, because I have no reason to be teaching anybody anything on how to build a knife. I just kind of do my own thing. I've picked up tips and tricks along the way on how to do things, and I kind of put my own little spin on it to make it work for me. But I really shouldn't be telling anybody how to do anything, because I barely know how to do it myself. So there's that. But one thing that's come up recently, at least this week, that's been a talking point for a lot of us, is that there's just other people in the community putting videos out, and then there's rumors of them buying their own subs, and that's how they get to 10,000 subs very quickly, to make themselves, I guess, look good or whatever it happens to be. And then there's rumors, or actually it's not really a rumor, somebody is doing live streams, but they're posting other people's content during their live streams and just letting it play. And then people are interacting with that, and they're chatting, and they're doing normally stuff what you would do in a live stream, but they're watching other people's content during this person's live stream, which is a little weird. And I know some people are upset about that because, and all due respect, every video that I post, it's a lot of work. Even a review, I've tried to do some research on that knife just to look at it and to get some of the basic information. And then to take that, and then I edit it and put another picture and do the thumbnail and upload it. And that takes about, 30, 45 minutes. And then for someone else to just take my work and then to post it on their channel for their own purposes or their own growth, that's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of not the way I would ever do something like that. I mean, I would do live streams because live streams seems to get more viewers, but not like that. I create my own content, whether it's a review or whether I'm building a knife and I'm taking you guys on that journey. I'm not going to be using other people's content. I would never even think of doing that. So when I found out that somebody was doing that, it was kind of weird. And makes me wonder what's going on. So anyway, that came up earlier this week. I don't necessarily agree with it. And they did not use any of my content, which I feel like if I did, I might feel a little bit different. But I can't agree with it. If you're going to start a channel, use your content. If you're going to do a live stream, interact with the people in your live stream with your content, not other people's content, and let it run for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, just so you can get your views up here on YouTube. I feel like that's kind of cheating. And then if you're going to be willing to buy subscribers to your channel, I don't know how you would even do that, or why you would do that. But I guess it's a thing. I would never do that. I'm not going to buy a lot of things. I'm definitely not buying subs here on YouTube. I'm happy to have the people that I have. I'm happy to have the followers that I do. What I like about it is you guys are invested in what's going on. I know you're invested into what's going on, because if I'm doing a live stream and people are asking questions, most of you have the answer before I can get it out, because you see the chat faster than I see the chat. And you've already answered the question before I can answer the question, which it's pretty amazing. And you guys see the questions that I get, and I get those within DMs and those types of things as well. So I'm happy to answer all those questions. But it's funny that you guys know the answer to a lot of those things, even in some other content creators' live streams that I'll join in, and they'll ask a question and you guys know the answer, which is pretty cool because you're following along. You know what's going on with the world of AriesEDC, and you're able to follow along, and you're part of the story. And I want to bring that to you. That's what I want. This is like our inside little way of communicating, and the little stories that are within it. And it's kind of like our own little secret little thing. So I think it's funny. I think it's cool. I think it's great. And it's pretty amusing to be able to be on this end to do it. So, and I'm very thankful for you guys, because you're invested. And I know the people that are, because you're the ones who are always interacting with me, and you know what's going on in the world of AriesEDC. So I found that kind of interesting. I don't know what happened with the views and that whole thing with somebody using other people's content. Not necessarily in agreement with it, but whatever. So, updates. I have been posting videos like crazy. Every single day I've been posting a video. I've gotten a bunch of knives into the channel. The Militaws are gone. They're off to the next person. Monster sent me that this Monster Glideman, which has been amazing. I did that whole thing with the box, and it still has a nice edge. And I still have videos to review coming out soon. We're gonna do the video on the Sumo. Grail knife, and still, oh man, it's so good. And I know that you might be like, it's only a $200 knife. How can that be a Grail knife? Well, you know, the Jake Hoback version was far more expensive. And I feel like this is just on par with that. So KB knives, Kubi knives, they did an amazing job with this. And I'm super impressed with the way that it feels. And the action is almost as good or just as good as the other one. And I look forward to see where that takes me. Grails change, and I already know there's some other grails I'd like to get, and hopefully one day I'll have one. So I have other reviews coming out. I still need to do the Freja. I need to do the Lander 4 that was gifted to me by War Room EDC. He's starting his new channel, Chris Warris. He gifted that to me, and this is like, this is really good. As a bar lock, man, really good. So I have reviews coming out, and I hope you guys are enjoying those reviews. I try not to give out too much information. I've had people come and ask me a bunch of stuff in the chat, and there's 100 knife reviewers out there giving all the specs, all the breakdowns, and they're doing, 30, 45-minute videos on the knives. But when I look at a knife review, I want to know the size, what it looks like in the person's hand, the price, maybe the materials, some size comparisons, and that's all I'm looking for. I don't need you to take it apart. I don't care what the hardware is, T6, T8, T15. I don't care. There's a couple parameters I need to know, and then I'm out. And that's kind of what I'm going to do in my reviews. I'm also a knife maker, so I see things maybe in a little bit different way. Speaking of making, the thorns are all being taken care of. So the 3 ADC RV2 thorns have all been cleaned up. They all have the maker's mark, and I've already covered the blades because it is time. It is time for handles already. So during this week's live stream, we're going to be doing all handles. So I have all the handles are marked, all of the handle material are marked up. Boom, boom, boom. All of this is all marked up and looking good. And we're going to be cutting all this up and getting it roughly shaped and getting it ready for glue up. And that's what we're going to be doing. I have all 6 that I'm going to be doing this month. I have not received the AEB-L. It is supposed to be coming tomorrow, but I have a feeling with the way USPS is doing it, it probably won't actually get here until Saturday. We will see. It would be awesome if I could get them here the day that this video drops, which is going to be on a Friday. That would be really stinking cool, because then over the weekend, I might be able to get them all glued up and start on all the handles on these guys. That would be really amazing. So I have a video coming out, and I don't want to ruin what colors I'm using for what. But by the time the live stream and everything comes out, I'm going to end up ruining it anyway. But this is what's happening. All right, I'll just tell you, fine. You talked me into it. The ADC RV2 blades are going to be pink, which is that. The yellow, and by the way, this is all the Turbo Glow by Carbon Waves. So you guys got to go check them out. They got some really cool materials. If you are a maker and you want some of that glow material, this is the stuff you need to get. So I'm not an affiliate by them. They are not paying me. I paid for all this material myself because I think it's stinking cool, and it's going to be pretty amazing. So the ADC RV2 is going to be pink, it's going to be yellow, and it's going to be blue. So we're going to have blue, pink, and yellow. The AEB-L blades are going to be green, purple, and blue. That's right. I'm doing one ADC RV2 blue, one AEB-L blue. So we're going to have 2 blues, 1 purple, 1 green. Those are going to be your AEB. Again, your ADC RV2 is going to be blue, yellow, and pink. So that'll be a lot of fun. And I just posted a short the other day of that stuff glowing, and that's not even fully charged. That glow is literally just from them sitting on this table behind me under this light. That's it. So under like really good UV or being charged by a flashlight, that stuff just shines like crazy. So I can't wait to get those done. And to you guys, it's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully they'll go pretty fast. This material is fairly easy to work with, and I shouldn't have any issues. It's nice and thin, so they should shape up pretty quickly and get polished up. And the handles should go pretty fast once I get them glued up. So we'll see. I hope there's no major issues. Knock on wood. But yeah, I mean, we're doing such good things, and things are going so crazy. I don't know. it's so ridiculous to think about all the things that happened this year. I have been working on putting together a complete package video of all the knives that I made this year for 2024. I just have to finish these and then get that put together for you guys. We're looking at about 75 knives when it's all said and done, including the 6 thorns. Once those are done, we're going to be, I think, 75 knives this year. That's crazy for me to think that I made 75 knives this year, but it looks like I did. It looks like I finished 75 knives this year. That's just mind-boggling for me to even think about that many, but I did, and you guys are going to get to see every single one in this video. I just did a little video montage of all of them, and maybe you'll see yours in there, but maybe you'll see one that you want in the future. There was a lot happening, and if you've been following the channel over the past year, you're going to recognize a lot of them, and you're going to probably be like, oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one, because I kind of did the same. Not really, because I remember every single one. I might not remember exactly who they went to, but I remember every single blade that I made, just because of one reason or another. I remember them all. And then, once I get the thorns done, you guys know me, I'm already looking ahead. I got stuff in carts because I got to buy some steel and some handle materials for January, because January is going to be about flushing out some of the new models, and maybe some of these new models I can include into a pass around. The Cardinal XL, that one is going to be pretty killer. I'm leaning towards doing something pretty fun with this one, so we got to see. It's all a matter of if I can get the handle material in. I have the Bird and Trout little knife that I want to do. Here's the thing, and you guys can tell me yay or nay. I think it looks different, but if you guys think it's too similar, I'll trash this idea, because that new baby banter fixed blade, this is looking awfully similar to that. And I'm kind of scared that if I do this, somebody might be like, I'm ripping them off. But I think this is a different design than what that is. And this is a full 4-finger. You won't need a lanyard or anything on it. So it is a little different, but I just want to make sure you guys aren't going to trash me into stealing a design from another company. We have the Rockhopper XL, which is the larger version of the Rockhopper, and a Bloom 2. So it's basically a Wharncliffe Bloom. I've been playing with that design and really want to flush that out and get that looking good. That is kind of a rendering of what I want that thing to look like. So that nice top line to a Wharncliffe should be fun. And I'm doing another full pistol, kind of a special build that I decided to do for somebody. And that's what I'm going to do for January. I'm going to try to get those done, because when it comes to 2025 and me opening the books, there's going to be a couple changes I'm going to have to make. One of them being pricing, and another one being these new models being included in that. Also thinking of including Nitro V as an option for steel. But I got to work out all the pricing and everything else for all of those things. So we'll see. I'm hoping 2025 is another amazing year. We're not there yet, and I have a lot to talk about for that, and I'm hoping to get it all done for you guys. So anyway, that's kind of what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. Again, the choice is yours.